Hello everybody, this is Richard Black here, and welcome to my reaction to The Witch is Familiar. This isn't normally what you see in terms of reaction videos from me, but unfortunately I've had some technical errors and I cannot get the fucking video file of my capture. So basically, like last week I filmed my reaction, ultimately watching the entire episode, and I kept losing internet connection, so I kept trying to reconnect to my webcam, and then YouTube video webcam thing completely kind of glitched up, and there was like no blue continue button down the bottom corner, um, so I could continuously upload or anything like that. So currently the video, I've got it and I haven't got it. It's in my video manager, but I really don't know how to recover it because I don't think this is a problem YouTube will be able to fix, unfortunately. So that's a little pain in the fucking ass. Pardon my French. But anyways, The Witch is Familiar. Um, um, with last week, The Magician's Apprentice was a really, really good episode. It was like 9 out of 10 reviews. Bloody fantastic. And I'm seriously hoping that The Witch is Familiar won't pull a Dark Water on us again and be a really underwhelming crap. No, a Death in Heaven and be a really underwhelming and crap episode. It was a good episode. It didn't pull a Death in Heaven on us. Well, it kind of did and it didn't. It wasn't an outright disappointing episode, but at the same time it was a bit disappointing. I would give it about a 7 out of 10, whereas I would give The Magician's Apprentice a 9 out of 10. The modern Doctor Who, the more modern Doctor Who, kind of like Series 8 and some problems I had with Series 8 was that it seemed to be trying too hard to be family friendly. So, example, with the Deep Breath episode, season opener for Series 8, it appeared to be trying a bit too hard at being family friendly, with like Strax being a dummy and the Doctor getting hit in the bollocks by a baseball bat or cricket ball or whatever the hell it was. Yeah, and because of that, I couldn't really take that episode seriously, and kind of the same thing again kind of happened here. Like the Doctor, for example, in Davos's wheelchair, which just, oh god, that was so cheesy. I absolutely hated that moment. Um, but yeah, it wasn't as good as uh, um, what's it called? It wasn't as good as the Magician's Apprentice. They tried to be a bit too hard to be family friendly, like the Doctor in Davos's wheelchair. Um, and it didn't even. I don't think it even explained how Davros escaped the Crucible in Journey's End. I think it might have been hinted at in The Magician's Apprentice, but there is no full explanation of it in which is familiar. There was like no explanation whatsoever as to how he escaped the Crucible or anything like that. But so yeah, overall it was a really satisfactory episode. It wasn't the best in the world by any means. I would only give it a 7, just about. It was an enjoyable episode for me. I'd be happy to rewatch it in the future. It just wasn't my favourite episode in the world. 7 out of 10, and it did have some very interesting things in it, such as Davros's true eyes, which was a really kind of surreal, very surreal moment, because we've just grown up as Whovians, just thinking that the black guy over there, Davros, him there, only had the one eye, which was the blue eye on his forehead, whereas with this one we actually get to see his true eyes, which is a really interesting concept for the episode to take, and I was kind of interested to see the Doctor kind of becoming friends with Davos almost in a way with this episode, because it kind of shows a more sympathetic side to what has been kind of regarded as like the Doctor's arch nemesis or nemesis as uh, the Magician's Apprentice called him. Um, but yeah, The Witch is Familiar. Overall, a really good episode. Very good episode. Only a 7 out of 10. Tried in places to be too hard to be family friendly. There was no explanation as to why Davos survived the Crucible. From what I could tell, there was no explanation to as how he survived the Crucible in the Stolen Earth and Journey's End, well, the Crucible exploding Journey's End. But other than that, it was a really good episode with Davos being taken into some interesting territories, with him having shown a more kind of sympathetic side to him, which is really interesting. But yeah, overall 7 out of 10. Not a hugely disappointing crap episode like Death in Heaven was, but it still was a bit of a disappointing episode. It wasn't as good as The Magician's Apprentice, but it was nowhere near as bad as Death in Heaven was. 7 out of 10, really good, and that pretty much concludes my reaction video to um, The Witch is Familiar. So like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pitch got black the material, and sorry for the technical issues. Technical issues.